How are you feeling about it?
We're nervous, aren't we? But we're very excited. It should be good, different, something different to what we do every day. So it should be really good.
Yeah, well, like Brooke just said, we are very nervous and very excited because the simple fact is, you know, there's going to be a lot more words involved in this one. Not necessarily for us, but because you've no big tram crash filling in all that airspace and, you know, big pages of just action and firemen and all that. This is all going to be like character driven and storyline driven. So it means a lot of characters we'll have a lot more words to say in this live episode. So that's the nervy bit. Hoping with no big monologues and no tongue twisters.
What do you remember of the 50th anniversary live?
I remember telling you someone was getting killed off, and they didn't actually get killed off. Do you remember?
Yeah. Actually, I will never do this ever again. But we got told one of the characters. We had that big meeting at lunchtime on the day, and we going, one of the characters is going. It's Rita.
I told you it was Rita.
It's Rita. Sure, it's Rita.
But I was convinced it was. I put it in my head, and I was like, it makes sense. She's been on the end of every block that we've done. She's been at the end, so they wouldn't have really filmed it. And she's in that cabin on her own, so no one will know. I was convinced, so I told him, and he believed me.
And I told someone else, and I phoned my mate who was a bookie, and I went, I want £200 on Rita dying in life. And it didn't happen. It cost me 200 quid. So much for inside information. I don't even gamble. You owe me 200 quid, by the way. Yeah, cost us all a few quid.
But no, it was good. It was good because we don't always get to see each other. You know, obviously like me and Mike, we see each other pretty much all the time. But there's people in like the street that you just kind of cross with all the time. So it's nice that everyone's going to be there and everyone's going to be feeling the same. And it should just be really, really good.
And last time they put you on lockdown from the minute you got in the morning to do it. That was it then until after the live had finished. So no one could go out because I think we were just scared of people going and having a little drink, you know, to calm the hors d'oeuvres or whatever. So no one could leave the studio then. So you go on lockdown.
Just quickly about your storyline. You know, obviously we're looking forward to Sally marrying Tim, and she's just got things a little bit messed up in her head, and she's gone to kiss you.
I know. What was that about? You know, it came right out the blue, and I think Kevin and Sally think they've got away with it, and I think there's a bit of a spanner in the works in the live. I think somewhere down the line someone tells Tim. We don't know who it is yet because we've not got the scripts. But my money's on Sophie.
Don't put your money on that; you'll be losing another 200 quid.
I don't even gamble. But no, I think we find out in the live. Well, I know we find out in the live because someone tells. But it ain't me.
Do you think it's worth splitting up a relationship over the fact that she just had a bit of a flashback?
I personally don't. You know, for the characters, I love Sally and Tim together on screen. They make me laugh so much that for me they are one of the funniest couple on television, if not the funniest couple on television. So I don't want to see them split up. If it was me in real life and I found out my girlfriend had kissed someone, God, of course it's worth splitting up over. Yeah, you'd be out that door. But that's just me.
I don't want to split up. I love them. I think they're so funny. They're so different. You know, Sally's very high maintenance and everything's got to be perfect, and it's not just wine, it's a certain wine, and Tim's just so laid back. And I think with the scenes that we've filmed,
it was that famous line of yours, she's so hyacinth bouquet. Say it again.
What was it? I couldn't say that.
She couldn't say it all day.
What was it?
Hyacinth bouquet.
Hyacinth bouquet. Hyacinth bouquet. And they kept saying, no, you're saying it wrong,
She's so.
But no, she is, and I think that's the good thing about it and why they work and why it's funny. But then obviously because Kevin's got a bit of a suit on and a fancy tie, that she kind of thinks, oh, what's going on over there? So
a bit of a suit.
we had a
He's
suit.
either got a suit on or he's not got a suit on. You
No,
don't have
that's
a
just
bit of a suit.
that's like it's like a bit of a suit, like got a bit of a mood.
Bit of Chinese.
Yeah.
Bit of Indian.
Yeah.
Bit of a suit.
Bit of a suit on.
She's so common. She takes after Tim.
So what on earth does Kevin make of the bracelet that Tim buys him to cement their bromance?
I think he finds it very funny at the beginning, but when he realises how much Tim likes the bracelet and thinks it's a real good gift for Kevin, then I think there's a few iffy situations coming along there, because it is the worst bracelet in the world.
It's funny because, you know, as much as they are a bromance and as much as Tim likes to think he knows Kevin, he just really doesn't with this present. And he's like, on the day when we filmed it, it was so funny when he come like bouncing in like a kid, and he's like, I bought you this, and we all just find it there funny. It's like a joke that he doesn't know is a joke.
Such a heavy bracelet, but well, we've just found out today, it shows how thick we are as well as actors, that it's a cultural reference to a seeing out of friends. So that's where the ideas come from. But having not been a massive Friends watcher myself, I've seen a few of them, and they're very, very funny. Not as funny as Sally and Tim, but they're funny. But it's a reference from a scene from that.